Okay, so we are actually making plutonium, or no, not plutonium, we're making polonium here, right? So this is polonium 210, and we just need, that is exactly what we need as well. Shut this guy down. Check this out, the first ever polonium we've produced, 7 pieces of polonium 210. Amazing, and in fact, that's not the only way we're producing polonium. No, we also have these polonium fragments. Now, that gives us a polonium bool, which is pyrofork. So we gotta be careful with that, and probably go jump in some water now. Never mind. The other thing is the polonium nuggets, which we have just enough of these guys to feasibly do what we're planning to do today. That being, produce the first ever polonium battery on this world, which is an incredible technological leap, I guess. As you can see, the plan with this is that we're gonna use this to power a wide variety of different stationary machines that are used for mining and resource collection. For example, drills and such. Now, I believe I put the actual thing in here, which I might be correct. And I also am going to need tantalum. Here is the plutonium 238 battery, which we're gonna need. We will make more of these. I'll probably make more of these, because we do have the other 8 uranium batteries to upgrade, so... But for now, I just want to get one of these guys upgraded to show you all how that works. So, with plutonium 238 battery, you can go to this guy, but you need polymer and bakelite, so we're going to need to go grab those now. But otherwise, the rest of the stuff is basically over at that factory over there. The reactor plant, of course. Now, this is actually going to be one of the, we're going to be doing quite a few jumps today. As far as technology goes, in fact, we are probably going to get up to the point where we can almost do americium batteries, which is quite nice. And quite expensive too, but we'll be fine. You can't make billets in this. You kidding me? I have to do a straight gold? Okay then. Anyway, there needs to be gold 198 billet, which is very radioactive. The most radioactive thing you can ever mess with in this is gold 198. There is lead 297, which takes like 70 years to make, but we can make this as well. It will be no problem. We may as well make like enough for all of them. Like we're gonna make 16 of these guys, which is probably gonna kill us when we pick it up, but that's fine. 16 of these guys, nice. Where are we gonna be making these? Well, we're gonna need to make a new RBMK today, unfortunately. But we do have the components we're going to need for that, so I'm not too concerned. Also, we need to look at these guys. Americium. Now, this is something I've never ever gotten in any of my playthroughs. Not even on the 112 version. I don't think I got this. Maybe on the 112 version by... who knows. But anyway, americium nuggets. Made by processing this garbage. So that's the only way to do it. Unfortunately. But that is just the product of running our RBMK, and once we have this guy, we have 5,000 HE per tick, which is, as you can see, almost as good as one of those first 2 turbines combined, basically. It's as good as them. Compared to the meager 5 HE per tick that this guy makes, the lead 209 battery will probably be sufficient for running at least one of the drills. So, you'll see I brought some tantalum, I brought bakelite. Probably should have brought more bakelite, honestly. but most of this episode will be spent with the RBMK upgrade. Much like last episode, we got the RBMK running on a new fuel, which is ludicrous amounts of energy. And we need to keep an eye on this guy because he's going to overflow quite quickly. He's producing 22.6 now, which means the Ztones is actually running out of fuel rods. Okay, makes sense. And are these guys doing good? Yes, they are. They're doing fine. Acceptable. Acceptable levels of performance. So, let's begin with our task of today, upgrading the battery. So, we're going to take these guys, we're going to make them into a billet, which is not fun. Dude, we're on fire right now. Take that, put that back in there. Now, this is arguably the most insane task I'm going to have to do. We're going to start by making tantalum nuggets, okay? Easy peasy. Take this guy. We're going to go ahead and shove him in the crafting table now. Boom, boom. Boom. Tantalum on the outside. Don't do what I just did where you put it all in and then you take... What is this? Are you telling me it does not take tantalum? It takes technetium. Gah! Okay, it's no problem either. It's just going to be 4 technetium, less radioactive than the other stuff we were... Well, tantalum is actually, no, it's more radioactive. Shove it in there, quick. Boom. Nice, I'm glad the 238 battery doesn't set me on fire. It'd be quite annoying, wouldn't it? Shove this in here. Boom. No more burning. Right. That's 500 HE per tick. So, what do I do next? Well, we're gonna need to upgrade the RBMK. Well, not really upgrade it. We're building a research variant of it. Basically, there are several different methods of building RBMKs. And there's the one where you can basically make stuff with it. You could make energy with it. You can... This one here is a hybrid where it makes stuff and also energy. In fact, we had 2 hybrids where they made energy and also stuff. But in this case, we're going for a specialized design, which just makes stuff, not energy. It's kind of just... it's literally just a neutron source, I guess. And that's going to go in the nuclear research facility over here. This is yeah, that's what this is. I don't know what else to call it, honestly. But the purpose of this is that, in some cases, you don't really need to make energy, and you just need to make the items. Which you can make inside of an RBMK. There's recipes that you can do with it, like the industrial solvent recipe, which we're doing right now. And oftentimes, this is like the only RBMK I'll build. I usually don't build RBMKs because I think they're just a waste of time and they explode constantly. However, I've clearly proven myself wrong in this playthrough, and made an actual functioning good one. I should give myself a pat on the back for that. But I need the stuff now, so I need to make this guy. So you can use concrete bricks to surround these guys, and what that function says is basically a way to prevent, you know, stuff from going out. Or you could use concrete, which also works the same. Maybe even colored concretes. Who knows? The reason is that if you don't want your environment to turn like mine is right now, where it's all brown and stuff, which this is not from the RBMKs. This is from a nuclear disaster we had a while ago. That was when I first built this thing, and I did something wrong where I didn't put in any water for some reason because the pipes weren't connected. I had the top of the pipes connected. Did not have the rest of the pipes connected at all. I don't know how I managed to achieve that. But honestly, that is the most impressive mistake we could ever make. Okay, so to make this guy is going to require us to make, what does it need? Oh, we already got some of them. We also got some of these guys, too. Okay, I guess I didn't need to take out all of the columns from the other one to get all the stuff I would need, but I guess I did anyway. We only need 1 of these irradiation columns. And the thing about irradiation columns is that they are incredibly easy to make. I will go ahead and demonstrate for you all. Okay, check this out. We do this to get those, to get these. Right, no, wait. Come on. Shove it in there, right, correctly. Good. Now, the next easy part is to get 5 iron ingots and make yourself a hopper. Pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now this is actually what I would call a pile, not a, what's the other thing called? I don't even know. Basically, a pile transmutes things into other things. Like, there's piles for uranium to plutonium. Pretty simple. We also need a barrel, a steel tank, actually, which is, perfect. We already have everything. Which, if you want to know how to make the steel tank, clearly just go watch one of the other episodes, because we make them so often. Now, that's a fuel rod. That's not going to do garbage if we put it in there, but it's going to do a radiation channel if we switch it out for this guy. Finally, we can go set this guy up, which is really simple. And, we're going to need radium again. Always radium. I don't know what it is about radium, but it just works pretty good, so, why not? You could use polonium, which, we don't have any polonium. It's very expensive. Like I said, it took us, like, how many episodes to get polonium? Which we... yeah, like 3. I mean, I wasn't working super hard on those ones. In those ones. In fact, the first episode I recorded today, we were trying to get polonium. And, that one... We spent most of the episode talking about making a drill and also something else. Probably all the stuff I had done over the past 4 days. Whoa, it's producing too much energy now. That's not good. That's kind of bad. If it fills up with energy, I think it's just not gonna keep running. But well, it will keep running, but it will not produce energy for us. Not good. So that should be enough irradiation columns for us to actually turn lead and gold into the stuff we need at once. So rather than doing it in like 2 different batches, we can just do it all at once. The thing is that this stuff is very radioactive once you actually have it made, and to move it, have fun with that. But we already have some gold 198 in here, so you can see how radioactive it is. Truly the most radioactive of all time. It even sets you on fire too, which is just fun. So, like with the other one, we're gonna need 2 billets of this, and this is going to make 1k kilo-HE per second. Oh, actually, let's say kilo-HE. We need 12. Correct. Boom. And then we just need to make them in the crafting table quickly, quickly, quickly. Boom. Shove it in the box quickly. Nice. Grab everything else we're gonna need. Tantalum nuggets. Already got them. Boom. Shove this in the box. Gotta get that out of your inventory because it's going to kill you. It's going to not do great things. Okay. Do this. Boom. Nice. 2.5 thousand HE per tick. Which is enough that it probably can power something. Pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a fraction tower right over here so we can get some of this light oil out of the system because we have a bunch of it. We're gonna set this guy to, yeah, light oil. Right? Because we don't want all of that light oil just being stored. We want to get rid of some of that. So, yeah. Light oil gets turned into diesel and kerosene. Okay, so now we can send diesel out from there. We can also make kerosene from this, which I don't know how much light oil we're gonna need, but we're probably gonna need a bit. Which that powers this guy, who we really don't need to have on. We could probably turn him off and be fine. Now, we can power this guy with this battery. Now, what's gonna happen here is that it's going up in energy, which means it can run on this guy perfectly fine. Let's try out some of the other different, like, machines and see if we can get them to run, like the tungsten drill. Right, so let's say we have the tungsten drill over here, and we disconnect him from the power grid. Is this enough to power a tungsten drill? Maybe. Put that in there. No it isn't. Not at all. Okay then. So we need to actually reach about 10,000 HE, it seems like. Regardless, that's still pretty decent for at least the fracking towers. Which I definitely think we'll employ one of these at one of them. Or, well, deploy one of them at one of them. Or, well, I guess employ is a good, decent word for that. There is one final upgrade for capacitors we can do, and that's to the ferric shrabbidate, which I don't know if we're going to be able to get that today. Actually, we won't be able to get that today. It's quite a process. Shrabidic acid, shrabidium trisulfide, shrabidium powder. So, I guess that's where we would start, is with shrabidium powder. Definitely need to get more flares on top of that building, because the amount of steam it's producing is insane. It can probably max out one of them with the 300% upgrade. And I definitely think we don't have enough of this stuff. Maybe next time we can do some work on that, but I really want to get the RTG stuff, because with RTGs, what I can do is a lot of magic, and can make different things from RTGs. The real reason for RTGs is that we have a bunch of strontium and stuff that we can convert into different materials. Cobalt-60 as well. And it produces energy. But we'll save that for next episode, and we'll build an RTG power supply. Probably in that building in the right section.